This is your weekly rundown for the Edge of Fate, Week 15, starting October 21st. Week 7 of the Ashenine update sees Destiny's Halloween event, Fest of the Lost, begin, running for 2 weeks from October 21st to November 4th and is free to all players. This spooky event sees Guardians collect and adorn festival masks to earn Eerie Engrams, candy and loot. This year we'll see 2 new activities introduced into the Fest of the Lost. The first is a PvE activity on the moon called Haunted Altars. This is a 6-player match-made activity which is a spooky spin on Altars of Sorrow, where you will have to defeat waves of enemies, build defences and feed your monster, before popping it like a piñata full of candy. The other activity inspired by Fest of the Lost is Red Rumble. This is a PvP 6-player version of Rumble, where you will have to shoot headless ones to drop ammo, explosive pumpkins and more tools that will help you defeat your opponents. This season will see the Fest of the Lost added to the portal and have its own event home. Much like we had with previous events, Fest will have its own exclusive reward pass, and as you play through the event and complete challenges you'll progress your ranks, unlocking exclusive gear and rewards. These include the Wicked Web Shader, the Messenger Projection, and the Bones Akimbo Transma Effect, the Slasher Shell, Skira's Gaze Ship, and the Candy Bone Sparrow. Completing daily and weekly challenges will also reward event tokens, which can be used in the Fest of the Lost reward shop, which will have its own gear and rewards. To kick off the festival, Guardians must first visit Eva Levante in the Tail Courtyard and collect the quest Classic Carving, which consists of several steps, including completing Haunted Altars of Sorrow or Crucible Red Rumble matches, whilst wearing a festival mask. And as part of the first steps of the quest, Eva will give you your Masquerader's helm, cowl or hood for the event. Once equipped, you'll be able to add any past or new festival masks as ornaments, with the event home being a way to earn new festival masks and purchase upgrades using candy. Joining the long list of masks from previous festivals, this year will feature 9 new masks, some of which will be earnable in the event. The Orin Mask, defeat headless ones throughout the system and complete waves of Haunted Altars of Sorrow. Grim Mask, dunk treats in Haunted Altars of Sorrow and defeat combatants whilst using void damage. Fungal Mask, shatter void crystals and defeat combatants in Haunted Altars of Sorrow. Failsafe Mask, purchase and upgrade defences in Haunted Altars of Sorrow and defeat combatants whilst using gorge grenades. Oryx Mask, defeat Guardians in Fest of the Lost Crucible matches and collect candy with a mask equipped. And Lodi Mask, collect candy with a mask equipped and complete Fest of the Lost activities including Haunted Altars of Sorrow and Crucible matches. Other masks available in the Eververse store are the Weasel Era Mask, Spicy Ramen Mask, and Drop Pod Mask. This year Festival Mask will be able to equip a new costume mod, which in effect will be able to change your helmet to match any armour set currently in the game, meaning you won't lose your set bonuses when wearing this year's masks. Also, Festival Mask will be able to equip a new Festival Sandbox mod, much like we had with the Haunted Forest in 2019. Candy Devourer, picking up a piece of candy grants Devour, Sugar Crush, picking up a piece of candy generates a weakened pulse, and Sweet Shielding, picking up a piece of candy grants an overshield. These Fest of the Lost Mask mods will be available to purchase from the Haunted Mask tab in the event home. Equipping a Festival Masquerader's mask is the only way to earn candy by completing activities and defeating combatants throughout the system. Completing Haunted Altars of Sorrow and Red Rumble will also earn you Eerie Weapon Engrams, which contain event weapons and Hollowfall weapons. There will also be up to 2 daily Eerie Engrams available from other portal activities. Festival candy can be used to purchase Eerie Weapon Engrams, as well as upgraded Hocus focusing from last year's event, where you can now select your exotic armour archetypes, like at Rahul and Ada 1. And returning from last year, exotic class items will be available to purchase directly from Eva, for 1 Eerie Engram and 2500 candy. You can purchase as many as you like, and if you have attunement unlocked, you'll be guaranteed to get your selected exotic class item attunement perk. Also, if you haven't completed Dual Destiny, you can still purchase the Fest of the Lost exotic class item reward. This year we'll see a brand new strand position frame bow, Hush Whisper, and new kinetic lightweight frame submachine gun, Gunburn, along with last year's Arc Heavy Burst Shotgun, Arcane Embrace with an updated perk pool. These weapons also have a green Hollowfall version available for each. Plus there's a chance to earn the Submersion crossbow from Eerie Engrams. And all Fest of the Lost weapons drop with a higher tier than your current level allows you to earn, just like during Solstice. Fest of the Lost also brings with it triumphs as well as a renewed title to unlock and guild to become a Ghost Writer. Triumphs to complete are All Master, First Mask Upgrade, Costume Completionist, Monster Fall, Defensive Decor, Phantasmic Fighter, Gold Shiver, Portal Modifiers, Candy Collector, Total Gem, Wear the Mask, and Nonpareilly. Voted on by the community, this year we have iconic horror movie armour ornament sets. Titans get Jason Voorhees, Warlocks get Slenderman, and Hunters get La Lorena. These sets will be available for 6,000 Bright Dust or 1,500 Silver from the Eververse store. Also new in the Eververse store this year will be 2 new exotic emotes, 1 legendary, 1 projection, and a finisher, along with the Ghastly Light Shell, the Pink Puff Shell, the Beautiful Beast Ship, the Winged Runner Ship, with the Plushosaurus Sparrow. Also available for silver only in the Eververse store will be the new Skimmer Ghastly Night, 5 new shaders and the Pterodactyl Holochip effect. Also earnable should be the Lost Memento, which you can put into your crafted weapons to gain access to the all black shader Twilight Keepsake. And if you missed out on grabbing the super black shader from Into the Light or last year's festival, we should have another chance to grab it again this year. Fest of the Lost runs from October 21st to November 4th, 2025. In the Portal Crucible Ops this week will be Competitive, Control, Red Rumble, and a variant of Cutting Edge, with Trials of Osiris at the weekend. Other non-featured modes of 3v3 Lockdown and 6v6 Relic can be found over on the Crucible Director. In the solo ops we have Skywatch, the Salt Mines, the Conflux, Creation, K1 Logistics, and Caldera. In the Fireteam Ops we have the 3 new Reclaim missions, Cabal's Watch, Conductor's Keep, and Fallen Bunker, Battlegrounds Behemoth, and Episode Echo's Core, 3 additional strikes of Hypernet Current, Insight Terminus, and Fallen Saber, 3 expeditions from Season of Plunder, Nessus, Cosmodrome, and Europa. We also have the strikes of Liminality, the Devil's Lair, Proving Grounds, the Inverted Spire, and the Glassway, Battlegrounds Oracle, Foothold, Delve, and Conduit, Empire Hunts the Warrior, Technocrat, and Dark Priestess with Savathun Spire Offensive. In the Pinnacle Ops we have the 3 dungeon layers, Pit of Heresy beneath the Necropolis, Duality Nightmare of Goron, and Warlord's Ruin Heaven's Vengeance. The new exotic mission Heliostat with the Wolfsbane exotic axe as the main reward. Move from Fireteam Ops we have Onslaught Widow's Call and Midtown, Episode Revenant Contest of Elders with the Coil. Exotic missions Presage with the Dead Man's Tale exotic scout rifle being the main reward, the Season the Haunted, and opulent weapon sets, plus the Eidolian Pursuant armor set, Node Override Avalon with Excalibur exotic glaive being the main reward, and the Season the Defiance weapon set, Starcrossed with the Wishkeeper exotic bow being the main reward, and the Season the Wish weapon set, the Whisper with the Whisper of the Worm exotic sniper being the main reward, Kel's Fall with the Slayer's Fang exotic shotgun being the main reward, and Encore with the Choir of One auto rifle being the main reward. On Kepler, featured mission 1 this week will be Quarantine, and featured mission 2 will be Message. This week's challenges are Electric Shred, Deepest Base, and Rapid Precision. For our Legacy rotation, the Dreaming City this week is at a strong curse level, which means Petrovenge can be found in Ria Silvia and has the Dark Monastery mission for the next week. The Blind Well features Taken Enemies and the Plague Oina Mina. The Ascendant challenge will be Ouroboros over in the Aphelions Rest Lost sector. On the Moon, the weekly story mission is in the Deep. The Trove Guardian is located in the Hellmouth, while the Wandering Nightmare is the Nightmare of Zoltal in Sorrow's Harbour. Nightmare hunts Tanix, Isolation, Zydron, Servitude, and Ghoul, Rage. The Altars of Sorrow will start this week's rotation with the Nightmare of Fogoth and the Blasphemer Shotgun. On Europa this week, Praxisi Technocrat will be the Empire Hunt, Cadmus Ridge will be the Eclipse Zone, and the Exo Challenge will be Safeguard. Days of Eternity Expert difficulty rounds are Hive, Fallen, and Valister Arc. The Scatterhorn armor set and the Lightkin armor set will be available in Days of Eternity with Weapon Set 3, Chroma Rush, Ignition Code, Grid Skipper, Farewell, Sonja's Tale, Shattered Cipher, Main Ingredient, Long Shadow, Last Dance, Toil and Trouble, Wishbringer, and Last Perdition. The Witch Queen weekly story mission is The Ritual, Altar of Reflection's Choice, and Altar of Reflection's Insight. The Wellspring activity will start the week on Defense, with the Arc Grenade Launcher, Tarnation, and Vazul Solar Scorn Chieftain as the boss. The Lightfall weekly mission is No Time Left, the Partition mission will be Hard Reset, and the Vex Incursion will be Liming Harbour. In the Pale Heart, the exotic mission Dual Destiny is still available for teams of 2 Guardians, where you can farm the mission to earn as many new prismatic exotic class items as you like. The 12 Guardian Matchmade Excision mission is also available, with the Grandmaster version granting the Ergo Sum Catalyst and an Ascendant Shard. The Lost Sector rotation for this week will start with Veil's Labyrinth on the Cosmodrome, Chamber of Starlight on the Dreaming City, Skydock 4 on the EDZ, Perdition on Europa, K1 Logistics on the Moon, Gilded Precept on Neptune, the Conflux on Nessus, Extraction on the Throne World, and the Forgotten Deep in the Pale Heart. With the Edge of Fate, all raids and all challenges are now available all the time, and at present there are also no featured raids or dungeons each week, and the Ashen Iron update now allows you to farm past raids and dungeons for their respected exotic weapons, with no weekly lockouts. The new raid, the Desert Perpetual over on Kepler, has now been updated with a normal and epic version, with both dropping tier 3 plus loot, with a chance of the exotic rocket launcher Whirling Ovation to drop. The Sundered Doctrine dungeon can be found over on the Throne World, with the exotic linear fusion rifle Finality Zaga up for grabs. The exotic mission rotator will be Vox Obscura, with the Dead Messenger exotic grenade launcher being the main reward. The Season of the Risen's weapon set, plus the Tusk Allegiance armor set. The exotic missions The Whisper and Zero Hour will also be available in the Legends tab. And that's it for the 7th week of Ashen Iron. Thank you for watching. Allons-y.